I will be discussing and showing you how you can do the card spread with your tarot cards. And this card spread will be about having the life advice for all your life areas: family, friendship, personal happiness, work and education, romantic relationship and personal growth. Let's go through step by step. You can do this card reading for yourself, asking the question about what is the advice that cards would give me for my life, family, friendship, personal happiness, work, education, romantic relationship, and the personal growth. When you are finished to shuffle the cards, you can split them. Or if you have someone in front of you as a client or friend or family member that you are doing the card reading for themselves, you can ask them to split the deck. You can split it like 1, 2, 3, then mix it. You can ask them to pick a card like 1, 2, 3, and so on. When I use these motorics, I somehow have a subtle feeling where I need to split it, and then I split it. But you can do it your own way, and you can do it whatever works for you the best. So as this is the 6-card spread, there are additional information that you would like to follow, because the more cards you have on the table, the more message you can get out of it. Not only looking at the one card, but as well looking at the all cards what you have on the table, because all cards together give a certain specific message for you, which is additional to every card meaning that you will do the interpretation. This spread you can do with upright cards. So if you know the meaning only of the upright cards, you can do it as well. If you know already a meanings of upright and upright, okay, this is the reversed meaning, you can mix those cards together and do mixed upright and reversed meanings. If you do with upright and reversed meanings, it gives even more details about this specific question or situation than if you do only upright meaning. Okay? So I will mix again. General guidance for everyone who is following. Oops. This is the jumping card, great example. I will mention about this card later. General guidance for everyone who is following our sisters. Okay. So now I have mixed the cards and I'm ready to make a spread. This card which just jumped out, this is additional message which comes on top of the reading. So you put this card aside and you will look at it as additional message which is coming as advice or hidden information from the tarot cards. And then when you have mixed the cards, you have a spread in front of you and you want to put all the cards out depending on the spread type. And the spread type today is, so this is the first card, second card, we'll put it here, third card, 4, 5th, and 6th. So each card location means a specific meaning, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, and 7 on the top, we have 7 cards with different meanings, but those meanings have to be interpreted in specific way based where this card is located in this specific spread. So for example, 10 of Swords is located in the first location, and this first location is location of the family. So you will interpret this card based on its location in the spread, and it is related to the family matters. So you will interpret this card based on the family. The second card is based in the position where is the friendship. Again, you will interpret this card based on the concept what could potentially happen in the friendship for yourself or for your client or friend that you are doing this tarot card reading. The third is the advice for personal happiness, how you can find your personal happiness based on this card, which is placed in this specific location. The next, fourth card, is related to work or education. So again, you will be looking what kind of information is coming out from this card and how to do interpretation based on this card location in the work and education area, and how to change the card meaning based on the question. The fifth is romantic relationships, love life. The same strategy. And finally, the sixth card is about personal growth. The seventh card, this one, which was jumping out card, we take it as the general information which is applicable to all cards in this spread. I will explain how, for example, this card, which is identifying the family matters, how this can be interpreted based on the location of this card, which is the family, as well other friendship, happiness, education, work, romantic relationship, and growth. Right? But when you are forming the question, you can say, what is the guidance for my life for the next months or for today? Or you don't need to mention any time scale if you don't want to. So you can mention the time as well in the question, and then you will get exact answer about what's going to happen, let's say, in 1 month's time. This is again a reminder that you need to tame your emotions, you need to control yourself, and stop focusing on the negative conditions that are being applied towards you. Think about how you can use this challenging time in order to create a new opportunities, rather than that to just sit and wait that something positive will happen to you. Because with this attitude, which is with anger, frustration, being cynical, you won't get anywhere far. So let's look further. In the first position, we got a family life, and this card is reversed. So we need to think how to do the interpretation about this card, which is relating to the family matters. And this card is signifying that things will be getting better, getting over the worst or surviving situations, being safe from disaster and escaping ruin. It's about as well pulling yourself together and learning from the past hardships. It can signify something coming back from the blink of depths of failure. So literally, it's a card which is signifying the family matters that most probably, as well, due to this health situation which is happening outside with this virus, we are starting to overcome the hardest time in our family. We are starting to feel that now our families maybe are more safe. We are starting to receive more information. So this all the hardship and the worst period of time of not knowing what's going to happen with our families in this country or other countries where they are based, it's coming to the end. It's still a worse it's still not a good situation at the moment, but we are overcoming the worst period where we were before, worrying about the family situations. And as well, if we remember this card, that maybe we should be more proactive with our families. Maybe we should more support them emotionally, not being impatient, not being cynical. Maybe when they are asking for the attention, be more kind to them, because everyone is going through a hard time at the moment. Everyone is suffering due to disinformation, not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what's going to their jobs, security, about their health situations. The second card is what is the advice about the friendships? Our minds maybe about certain friends who we called friends is changing. Most probably you have been facing during this hard period of time that your friends are not really that supportive as you thought. Maybe they are not with you when you are feeling down. When you are feeling struggle in your life, they are turning their back. They are not there anymore when you ask for their support or help. You are literally finding the clarity and getting back to reality after the period of dodging in fantasies or living the dream world. Because you were thinking your relationships and friendships with your maybe colleagues or maybe friends or anyone in your social network, they are true bondings, but you are now finding out that this is not the case. And you are starting to understand who are these people, who they are at their what is the real face of those friends, as well with this card. And as well about the friendships is, we can say that the communication, the interactions with your friends is being limited. You feel that there are not many that you can get in touch, communicate, meet, network. Literally, you are feeling restricted by the options in relation to your friendships and relationships. We can move forward with the third card. And you might notice that there are two major arcana cards in this card spread. And this major arcana and minor arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4 minor arcana and 2 major arcana, which means that most probably there are two aspects of your life which require more attention, more your attention to these areas of your life. And at the moment, this third card is about personal happiness. And this personal happiness card is very well coming together with the jumping card which came out, that you are feeling this frustration, being cynical, being aggressive, not seeing certain opportunities. You are limiting yourself by the negative thoughts about the external factors which are coming into your way, because this is the card as well about the big change. You see the clouds which are literally like moving in this card, so it signifies that there is a very big change coming, and the frustration that this change is bringing is literally like killing you from inside. And how it goes together with this temperance card is that in order to reach your happiness, personal happiness, you need to focus on balancing your emotions, on peace, patience, moderations, inner calm, tranquility, bringing harmony into relationships, looking for the soulmates. So personal happiness could be in as well indication of maybe you could be taking a certain spiritual path, and with this card it invites you to listen to your inner guidance, to inner voice, where you want to be, with who you want to be, what you would like to do, what makes you happy, what makes you balanced in your emotions. And this is an indicator that your spirit guides are all around you to support you. See, this is like looking like an angel who's coming to you in order to support you in your spiritual journey. As well, temperance can also signify that you are finding the right balance between your mind, body, and spirit. Remember to have a patience as you follow your spiritual path, and know that everything is happening at the pace it is meant to be. So patience in this specific situations when there's a lot of change happening, where you cannot control the external factors, the keeping the patience and having a balanced emotional state is the key in order to succeed your personal happiness. So Four of Cups is standing in the position for work and education life, and we should think how this card is reflecting what's happening or what I should be doing in work or education, depending what exactly you are doing. I would say that at the moment you are going through a period of stagnation in your career, which is about to suddenly change. Because you see this hand which is coming out of the cloud and offering a certain cup to this person. He's starting to be receptive, and he's starting to think about other options, what I could potentially do in order to change my work and career situation. It signifies as well that in your work or career that you will be starting to be open and aware about new opportunities which are coming into your way. Before that, most probably you were restricting yourself. No, I'm not interested to look for any kind of new job. I'm not interested to do further education in order to increase my qualification. I'm not into changing anything related to my work, finances, or educational matter. And now, due to all this situation, what is happening today, you are starting to be open for that. You are even starting to be more proactive in your approach, improving your career and finances. You're starting to be focused with full positive energy, ready to go out and get what you want. You may be feeling grateful for what you have after a period being overly focused on what you didn't have, and being jealous or envy about others who are still working, who are still doing, for those who are still being successful due to those external factors that are limiting yourself at the moment. And remember, you are like this. You are being cynical and you are not being able to see those opportunities. And here you were envy and jealous about others like, because it goes again very good together. This card which was jumping out was this one, that you were in this period that you were looking at others. Oh, what are you doing, why you are being successful, and internally you felt a jealousy about that. But now you realize that there is no other way how to overcome these obstacles what we have at the moment, and to become open and receptive and look for new opportunities. And the way how you can do it is with this temperance card, which is bringing a lot of balance into your emotions. And as soon as you are becoming balanced, your emotional pattern is changing, your vibration is changing, and thus you are able to see what is true, what is not, and able to see the new opportunities coming to your way. Here we have the fifth card, which is about the romantic relationships. Any kind of relationship that or partnership that you could say this is with the romantic purpose. This card is saying that there's a great joy and happiness happening in your romantic relationships at the moment. It can be a sign of a period of fun, passion, positivity in your relationship. The relationship is becoming open, honest, as well, bringing the relationship potentially to the next level, giving extra commitment to the previous status where you were. For example, now when you spend time, more quality time with your husband or with your partner, with your family or wife, you start to communicate, you start to have understanding between each other, you start to talk about topics that you didn't discuss before. You see how other partner is being at home. Maybe you start to take care about each other. Somebody can start to make breakfast, the other person starting to do dinner, and this is how your relationship is becoming much closer. You are becoming more loving towards each other. Literally, now we are sitting all at home. We are not doing anything. And this card, which is being reversed, first of all, this is court card, which is signifying literally the person itself. And when this card is reversed as well, if you get any other court card which is reversed, so reversed meaning, it gives more negative aspect, more negative influence towards this position, towards the question. And here as well it comes together, because this card was signifying that you are lowering your vibrations in terms of your emotions. You are becoming rude, you lose your patience, you are not being to seize the new opportunities which are coming to your way. And how does it affect your personal growth is basically there is this card signifies lack of structure, lack of routine, self-discipline, lack of power and authority. And when we are sitting at home and maybe we are more loose about what are the steps we make towards our education, what steps we do towards our work duties. So this is about having less discipline and less structure in our personal growth. As well, it's lack of logic, reason, integrity, ethics, and morals. So as well, it goes very well together, because lack of logic is coming into the situation where we start to become more panic, chaotic, than thinking straight in an analytical way, pulling yourself together in order to see through all the social media activities, and you are not being able to see clearly or think clearly. As well, this card is about being manipulative in the communication. So most probably you are not being very straightforward, maybe with your colleagues or in your education. I'm thinking about the personal growth, yeah. And what else we can see that in this spread we have 7 cards, and out of the 7 cards, 1, 2, 3 are swords, and we can see that those swords are reversed, and it signifies that you have been heavily influenced by your negative thoughts, by the negative mental activity that you are generating yourself. Yes, this situation is not positive. It is limiting. It gives a frustration, but you are using the situation and you are increasing this stress and frustration just by the overthinking. So this is how you additionally look into the cards, seeing how many cards from one suit you have in a 1 card spread. And I think we just had a very interesting reading. This is so relevant to the present situation, what we are having outside. I believe this is literally happening in every majority of homes. Let me know how did you resonate with this information that I just shared through this card spread. Yes, we can do clarifications, and this is good that you asked this question. I will show you how you can use another card spread in order to get a clarifications for any of these areas. Okay, so let me use my oracle cards, and I will ask a clarification for specific situation. So give me the guidance how I should be. No, sorry, the card spread was about the followers of Arrow Sisters. So additional guidance card for followers of Arrow Sisters, how they should be working on their personal happiness. Okay, so we got this card, Arrow. This goes super good with the Temperance. Surround yourself with the protective energy. Basically, this card meaning, what does it say? And we put this card next to this card, so we remember to which card we ask this additional guidance. And this card is about that at the moment, the period of time, the situations where we are at the moment are not giving the best outcome. They are not going towards our intentions. And these are changing times which bring a lot of frustration, challenges into our way. And this card is recommendation that we need to surround ourselves with those who are positive towards us, with those who are supporting, loving, and those who inspire us, not those who are too much critical, aggressive, or could make us feel less loved or less happy already in this challenging time that we have at the moment. You can choose additional guidance card for any of the aspects. I chose to use this one because here in personal happiness and this is romantic relationship, we have major arcana cards. Major arcana means that we need to pay more attention to these areas of life. So we need to focus now more about personal happiness, how to increase our well-being, how to increase our emotional balance in this specific moment, as well as improve our personal relationships, our family life, marriage, love relationships. So that's why I took additional cards, additional card to these areas of life, because all the rest, actually all the rest cards you see, they are minor arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those minor arcana are about friendship, work, education, personal growth, and family. So all those 4 areas of life at the moment are not very relative, because what we are doing, we are now sitting at home with the most closest, in the majority of situations, is with the loved ones, and we are thinking how this situation are making us miserable, or how this situation, how we feel bored, how this creates so much frustration, we don't know what's going to happen. So this is a lot of inner work what we need to do, and this is directly related to the personal happiness. So this is why these 2 cards came out. What is the guidance we could receive about a friend situation for our sister followers? So the friends is here, and here we have the oracle card, which is the white witch. And this white witch is signifying that we have to be the light. It actually goes very well together with the temperance, which is the personal happiness. When we talk about the friends who are already as well feeling desperate, and remember this was about that you are seeing the true face of your friendships, that you are seeing that those friends are not with you anymore that close, that they are not supporting you in this struggling situation. Maybe you have lost the job, maybe you are facing certain financial situations, and then you are going to your friends, maybe you could help me with something, and they are saying, oh, you know what, I'm struggling myself, I cannot help you. Go and search help somewhere else. And with the additional guidance of the white witch, you are invited to take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences, which is coming together with the temperance card of the personal growth, where you are invited to be more balanced into your emotions and find how you can increase your happiness and joy in your personal happiness at this specific moment. So about this card, no matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas. See how this goes very well together, because this is a drama that is being created between your friendships. Bickering or energies that are not just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by the people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bright light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to the love? How can you protect yourself? You will know the answer. Know that also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. See how this is really so beautifully coming together. Even those are 2 different decks, even though I mix the cards so many times and we get the precise information, because remember what I have been teaching everyone, that forming the question, remembering the question and repeating the same question is the 50% of the answer from the tarot cards when you do the interpretation. And always remember about what exactly you are asking the question, and in this way you are doing the whole interpretation of the card spread. So I thank everyone for joining me today. I hope this card spread makes your daily life, daily challenges, or at least today, much easier, because it will give you so many answers that you are looking forward to receive. And if you have a challenge with interpretations, let me know as well. I'm doing my YouTube channel. I'm going through every single card, explaining how you can do the interpretation for love, friendships, family, romantic relationships, finances, health, spirituality. So this is really extended meanings that I share through my YouTube channel. So join there. I'm posting it one by one and learn card meanings together with me.